what does a long-term breathing or pranayama practice look like? And what kind of a journey does it take us through? I thought I'd share a little bit about that today. To understand this, let's use a framework for healing, but here we'll use it for this breathing practice. The first stage of a practice is what we call shamanam. Shamanam means pacification. So what that means is we will start with very simple practices. Maybe we'll only do it for 10 minutes a day. Yeah? And what that will do for us is it will just help to give us a feeling of being relaxed, being a little calmer. Yeah? There'll be some space in the mind and you'll feel good just for a bit. And then the day goes on and then we will feel the same chaos in the mind and so on. But shamanam is the first stage just to start introducing this practice into ourselves and to start tasting that feeling of feeling relaxed. From there we move into a slightly deeper process. Once we get used to this, we maybe do a slightly longer practice. Maybe the length of the breath has increased. We are able to sustain the practice for maybe 15 minutes now, maximum of 20 minutes. And what starts to happen is we move to the next step of feeling relaxed, which is towards shodhanam. Shodhanam means purification or cleansing. There's a metaphor that I'd like to bring in here of shaving wood. So just if you ever watched a carpenter shaving wood and they just keep shaving and shaving and shaving and the chips keep falling off and the wood starts to take shape, it becomes leaner, lighter maybe. That is what happens in the shodhanam practice. The breath, sustained for a longer period of time, starts to shave the residue on the mind. It starts to clean the residue on the mind. And as it cleans, the mind becomes lighter and something starts shining through. The true color of the wood starts coming through, which is a sign of a clearer, lighter mind. Then the next step is arogyam, which is to go to a place where we don't keep slipping into a state of mind that is constantly accumulating stress, that's constantly accumulating residue. So that means a more stable mind, a mind that has more emotional balance, a mind that is able to recover faster. This practice may not be very different from the earlier practice of 15 to 20 minutes, but the strength in the breath, the ability for us to use the breath to stabilize that mind deepens. Yeah. At this point, this practice starts becoming a personal life support and a path for transformation. It transforms a scattered mind towards a mind that is able to gather its energies and flow more in one direction. A mind that is able to perceive better and a mind that is able to recover much faster than ever before. Our sense of who we are starts to change. Our sense of what's possible for us starts to change. So this happens only if we stay through the shamanam, shodhanam and arogyam process. For me, I have seen this so many times in my own life and with so many students, where we start out with a very relaxing, quietening practice, and those who then stay with it and build this practice have found it to be a deep anchor in their life. I today know that when I'm feeling dysregulated or I'm feeling anxious, I'm feeling stressed, because doing a breathing practice does not mean those things will not happen, right? Life is life, but they do happen less. And I know I have this breathing practice to go to. I think this practice has been such a gift. So it's something that we try to share with the world at In.breath and try to support people in building this long-term practice. Thank you.